All right, so this is going to be a good one, y'all. Monatomic gold, a deeper look. So what is it? Okay. Well, it has multiple terminologies for it. Okay, I'm going to go through some of them. The tears of Haru. Haru is Horus in the Egyptian beliefs. He's the son of Osiris, and Osiris is the son of Ra. The semen from heaven is another term. The manna from heaven, which in the Bible in Exodus, it talks about Moses taking the Israelites out of Egypt, and he melts down the golden calf and feeds the manna to the Israelites. The Soma, the fountain of youth. Vril in Nordic, Vril is like chi or prana. Both of those terminologies are included. Milk of Cleopatra, so on and so forth. So these are the terminologies, all right, the spiritual terminologies. But I want to go deeper. I want to explain the scientific evidence behind this atomic gold, because mono means one. So I take the assumption and say that monoatomic are singular atoms of gold. So it goes back to David Hudson in the 1970s. He discovered this mysterious powder and then had it analyzed by a Russian radiologist and found out that there were trace elements of monoatomic gold, platinum, iridium, and other elements of the platinum group elements in this particular substance that was showing up on his crop fields. That's what they claim. Now, there is actually no valid scientific evidence behind monatomic gold. It's supposedly, according to many occultists, people that study the esoteric, it's too new, too cutting edge. Right? It's not ready for the public type of information. But the claims are really what stand out to me. Okay, telepathy, quantum coherence, astral projection, a larger aura, a charged chakras. So that's basically your kundalini. Hemispheric synchronization. It's supposed to increase the carrying capacity of the nervous system by 10,000%. And there are people that have actually done tests with a particular form of monatomic gold, which is sourced from ZP Tech. It's a company, and it's supposed to also mitigate the gravitational pull from the Earth, levitation, which is the Meissner effect, and consciousness transcendence. Very interesting claims. Now, what it really does is it stimulates the pineal and pituitary gland. Now, these two glands in the brain produce various chemicals in the brain. Neuroepinephrine, serotonin, dopamine, and so on and so forth. And this will cause your brain to activate and open its airways, basically. It clears out your mind, and it supposed to give you a state of perfect synchronization, focus, flow state, so on and so forth. And I would assume that this also increases the IQ of the user as well. But that's just what it's doing to the brain, not what it's doing to your soul template, which is your DNA. So I want to now look at Lawrence Gardner. He has research on this ZP Tech form of ORME, or orbitally rearranged monoatomic elements. I'm not going to get into how it's made, just what it is. And he got people that had Alzheimer's and other people that had schizophrenia and other mental ailments, and there was a great success according to Lawrence Gardner. Well, I decided to do some research on Lawrence Gardner. He's a Saint Day Chevalier of the Dragon Court of Hungary, which is a very high order of the Freemasonry, like way up. And then he's also a Knights Templar of St. Anthony, directly involved with, of course, the Christian elite in the world. The research claims also that it can heal diseases like bacterial and viral infections, which I found to be very interesting. Now, the most important aspect of my research thus far comes from Phil Valentine and Anna Hayes. They both have a lot of information on this substance, as well as having the ability to test it and see what it does. Well, Anna Hayes made claims saying that it unravels the DNA. So Phil Valentine decided to take a deeper look. And it does. It cauterizes the first 3 strands of the DNA and fires off the other dormant strands of DNA prematurely, like way of drugs like LSD and other things do, giving you a temporary access to other states of consciousness. But what it is, it's called molecular atomic ischemia, like a hammer on a quartz crystal cluster. The gold is such a powerful conductor of energy that it's literally unzipping your genetics. Now, our DNA has a memory. So if you take this and you stop, your chances are you're going to be okay. But if you consistently keep taking it, your body's going to develop a blood addiction over time, because DNA is a crystal matrix in our blood. So you will develop a craving of monatomic gold if you continue to take it. It's very much so like doing a drug. It gives you the dopamine rush and whatnot. So Lawrence Gardner also claims Draconian. He is a New Ager. He does believe in the aliens, the Greys, the Zeta Reticuli, the Pleiadians, so on and so forth. Well, the Dragon Court of Hungary has direct affiliation to multiple other societies, more notably the Nordics Incunabula, as it's pronounced, which is a secret society that has a lot of power. I'm not going to go into too much detail. But moral of the story, the Draconians' goal, according to the New Age people, is to affect the genetics of man. And what is this monatomic gold? It's promising a shortcut to spiritual enlightenment, while also destroying the template that is your DNA, your soul template. This can include your personality, and this actually was spoken of by Phil Valentine, saying that it could fragment your personality and make you lose yourself, basically. And other people, conspiracy types of people that believe in reptiles and stuff like that, say that it essentially invites auric intruders, or invites intruders into your aura and can rip you out of your body, causing a monoatomic possession, a vampirism. And you're working with 0-point energy. That's what ZP Tech is. They supposedly call it 0-point energy, which is a vacuum space, a black hole. And you're sucking energy in that makes you vampiric. So it's very interesting, and it makes me wonder, where does the term vampire come from? Well, vampires come from Egypt. It goes back to Egyptian goddess Sekhmet when she descended down to the underworld because she couldn't handle the rays of the sun. You see, once you corrupt the crystal matrix of your blood, it can no longer handle the radiation of the sun. This can cause a lot of problems. When you start to unravel your genetics too much and you stop taking it, you can develop cancer, you can develop all kinds of things. And this is all from my personal research, because radiation is known to cause cancer. So if your crystal matrix doesn't have what it's needed in your blood to protect from the radiation of the sun, you're going to end up dying a horrible death.